We're here.
We're here.
We're the Controversy Podcast.
We're here. This is the Word Controversy Podcast.
47.
The
47.
podcast that give you all forms of controversy.
47.
We're on episode 47 today, you guys.
Super excited. Super excited.
Yes. It's really exciting. We have a nice, amazing guest for you guys.
Super amazing. Super amazing. I'm so excited.
Would our guests like to introduce themselves?
Yeah, I could definitely introduce myself. Hello, everyone. Brandon Rook, from Philadelphia, also known as Rook for short. Creative director here in the Philadelphia area. Content creator, storyteller, just a person who loves, conversation and connecting. So, it feels good to be a guest on this show, and, it's definitely a pretty interesting, topic that we're covering today. So I'm excited to discuss it with you. Prior to me, stepping into the entrepreneurial space, I worked in media. Technically I still am working in media, but I worked in more traditional media. I was a television reporter for 5 years. And I, bounced around the country, working in Alabama, Knoxville, Tennessee, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So with my experience as a traditional media member, I feel as though I'm well equipped to discuss this topic because I've come across a lot of different stories and situations related to the topic. But yes, episode 47, AK-47, I'm about to unload the clip. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm super excited.
Super excited for this.
Wow. 47 episodes of World of Controversy Podcast. So glad to be here. We got a great guest, Brandon Rook. My name is Germ Griffin. Of course, you can follow me at germ.griffin on Instagram and germtwix on Twitter. Robinson.
This is J-Rob. You can follow me at jwhistle_ on Instagram.
Hold on, can I get a plug?
Yes.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, y'all can follow me on Instagram as well at Chris CHRIS _ Rook ROOK. That's where you find me at.
Awesome. Rob, what we talking about today?
Okay, so we're going to be talking about snitching in the community.
Wow. Man.
Snitching
in the community.
Listen, what they say snitches get stitches. That's my first introduction to the word snitch. I was probably in like elementary school or something. I'm like, what's a snitch? A lot of stitches. No, that don't sound good.
No.
Yeah.
No. It don't. Man, no, who's giving the stitches? That's the question. The person you snitch on or someone else?
I don't think it's a doctor. Is it a doctor?
It's definitely not a doctor. Oh, man.
Better have the health insurance.
Oh, man.
Okay. Dang. So we're talking about snitches get stitches.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So where does this come from, though?
That's a good question. I mean,
where
does it come from? I think historically it's been around for a while, but I think it really started amping up from the research I did in the 90s. I think it really started popping off in this country in the 90s in the black community. Snitches get stitches, and the no snitch culture, I think, really started to get big in this country in the black community during the 90s.
During the 90s?
For sure. Now, Rob, I know. You're going to tell me, no, Germ, you're wrong. It started...
I actually wasn't.
No?
No.
No rebuttal?
Oh, surprises.
No.
Dun.
I was listening to what you were saying. I was going to ask, you sure not the 80s, but...
I would even say the 80s, too. It could have been the 80s. With the no drugs allowed movement or the war on drugs. That could be true. All them government informants, but we already know COINTELPRO was popping off in the 60s.
But,
yeah.
Uh-oh.
You got something to say. Come on, brother.
Who's snitching to who, though? Because you talking about the 90s and the 80s. Like, if you look at the Black Panther Party, you know what I'm saying? you had informants.
Yes.
In that, so that's before the 80s and the 90s.
Yes.
I mean, you got what is it, the house Negro, the field Negro.
Yes. Come on.
And I think even prior to that, you know, snitching was going on.
Yes.
Of course.
I think hip hop culture definitely, you know, popularized it in a sense. You know, made it more of a spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
However, you know, snitching been around since the beginning of time. You know, you know, what Adam and Eve. You know, when what happened? They ate the apple, and then Adam, I think he said, and this, you know, I know this is a Christian podcast. And, you know, for those who do know of the story of Adam and Eve and read the Bible, but you know, for those who don't, you know, I think God said, you know, don't eat from this one particular tree.
Yes.
And I believe Eve met a snake. Yeah. Or something, a serpent or something.
Okay.
And then that snake, like, persuaded her, it's okay, you can eat from the tree. So she eventually ate from the tree. And then she was like, she said, Adam, you know, I ate from this tree. Ain't nothing happened. You should eat too. And, you know, he ate it.
Yes.
He ate from the tree. And then I think, like, something happened where God was mad and angry and his, you know what I'm saying? And they felt that guilt. And as soon as that happened, I think Adam was pointing the finger. It was like, she made me do it.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, I think snitching been around for a very long time.
You know what? Okay, that's a perspective I never would have thought about. Yeah, I mean, it is a blame game on the most simple level, right? Like, the woman made me do it. The snake made me do it. You know what I mean? And, yeah, I mean, snitching to a certain extent. So are we under the understanding that to be a snitch, you have to be a part of the situation? Now, I wasn't under that understanding. Now, Rob, help me out. Because I was under the understanding you could be on the outside and still be a snitch.
Yeah, I think some people do
You
look
can
at
be
it
on the
that way.
outside and still be a snitch.
I think people do look at it that way. I think I have a different perspective.
Okay.
So what's your perspective, brother?
Me personally, I believe, you know, if you're a law-abiding citizen who pays your taxes and, like, really don't live a criminal lifestyle or not even in the gray matter, like, because, you know, you can be black or white. And I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about, like, living in the black or white. Or you could live in a gray area. Like, you can be a law-abiding citizen, but some things you get into are illegal or criminal activity.
Yes.
But I'm talking about if you literally black or white, like, you're not living any type of crime, like, I don't think you should be upheld to, like, certain street codes and terms. Like, you have to be responsible for your freedom. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't involve yourself in certain things, like, why should you have this title, you know, associated with you?
Okay.
That's what I think. I think law-abiding citizens shouldn't. I don't know. They aren't technically snitches.
Wow.
Because it's like,
because it's not street. They're not street.
Well, they not. It's not even street. It's more. They're not doing anything illegal because you can be a snitch and, you know what I'm saying, involve yourself in things that aren't technically street. You know what I'm saying? There's white collar crime.
Yes.
And then there's other type crime, muscle crime.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Flex that muscle.
Flex that muscle.
Wait. I get where you're going with it. But if you're a law-abiding citizen, right? And you snitch on, let's say, one of the street gangs, you know, we're about to go.
Well, remind you, he's saying it's not snitching, though. So this law-abiding citizen told the authorities on a street gang. Remember, in his philosophy, that's not snitching.
So that's just me. I am one individual. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. And I'm just offering my opinion.
Okay. But
that's debatable. You do realize that, right?
That is debatable because
everybody's opinion debatable.
If we talk about snitching,
I don't know.
Okay. But let me go. If we talk about snitching and you saying that somebody's a law-abiding citizen, don't break the law, whatever.
Pay their taxes.
Pay their taxes, all the 9 yards. work a job,
Yes.
all that. Okay, let's say they snitch on I'm just giving out a random name. The Chain Gang.
Chain gang, gang bang. Let my
Oh,
ain't nothing chain. My name Pete Crack Cocaine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got the Chain Gang.
Shout out to state property.
They selling illegal cars, whatever. They selling illegal cars to people. Now, we got Bob over there, who snitched on them because they're doing something illegal, right?
But Bob is a law-abiding citizen.
Bob is a law-abiding citizen.
So Bob just told authorities, right?
He told authority. Yes. So you're saying that's not snitching?
Well, here's my thing. I think I don't put it under the term of snitching, but what I say, there is more context, right, when it comes to law-abiding citizens and behaviors. And that context is there are, repercussions to every type of action. You know what I'm saying? Whatever action is done in this world, there is a reaction. They say if an African butterfly flaps his wings, it's going to start a storm somewhere else across the world.
I heard this.
So with that being said, I think there's some significance in life to maneuver and matriculate through life with minding your business too, as far as just like, people who mind their business kind of, can coast through, they can avoid drama.
Okay.
In certain situations, I mean, sometimes drama do find you. But that's depending on the
drama
environment.
found Uzi, didn't he? It's like, no, I'm playing.
Listen.
Look, I mind my business and stay out the way, and drama still finds me.
Yeah, but yes, I feel as though, as a law-abiding citizen, I don't think you should be labeled as a snitch. However, if you do happen to involve yourself with authorities, there may be a reaction to that where you have to deal with some consequences. So it's like you have to pick and choose what you want to get, like what you want to deal with.
Yes.
But I do not think you're a snitch because you're not.
That's where I disagree.
Okay.
Oh,
that's where I completely disagree. That person, by definition, is a snitch. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know. And I know Morgan Freeman might even disagree with me. Morgan Freeman said, if a law-abiding citizen were to see someone doing a crime, them criminals are just pretty much, they're just sloppy, right? That's what the saying goes on that song. And I don't know, Morgan. I think that person's a snitch. They're telling on someone's business, especially someone's business that isn't theirs. And if it is their business, then they're a rat. If you're involved in it and then tell, you're a rat. You're even further than a snitch, in my opinion. Rob.
Wait. But, hold on. So, a rat is somebody involved in it, right? And they told. And you saying the snitch is somebody that's not involved.
A rat is a certain type of snitch. Both are snitches, but a snitch is a snitch. A tattletale.
Okay, I got you. Now, how about this? We're talking about people that's inside, right? The inside job. Okay. Now, we're doing something illegal, right?
Right.
Now, somebody got caught.
Yes.
So, we're expecting them not to rat, right?
Okay. I'm saying okay. I want you to finish this up, bro.
I'm about to finish. You sound
because I don't know where you're going with this.
When you say okay, you sound like you wanted to add more to it. But
no, I'm saying okay because I don't know where you're going with this.
Where I'm going with it is, like you said, a rat. So if me and my man's right here are selling drugs on the corner, right?
Listen,
we're selling illegal drugs, Now, he gets caught up, right?
Okay.
He's caught up. He's at the station with the cops, whatever. Booked, right? I'm still free, right?
Happy, you happy?
But Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, he got caught, I didn't. Ha ha, yeah. But isn't that how it be?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's caught, I'm free. I'm happy, you know, I'm still living life. I'm still, you know, doing whatever, being happy. He's booked, you know, about to face, let's say, 20 to 30 years in
Oh, he
jail.
was selling more than dimes. He was selling more than dimes.
Let's say he
Bricks.
got, they threatened with 20 to 30 years in
All
jail.
white bricks.
Okay?
I just found 12 bricks. I know I'm like, yeah.
Okay. How you expect a person to not rat out?
So, but you're almost talking like you're expecting it.
Brother.
Like it's ethical.
Okay. Hold on. I'm not talking about is it ethical or not. Okay. We're going to talk about is it ethical or not. Okay. Are you going to jail for somebody else?
You went to jail for your own wrong.
Okay.
In that situation, you went to
He
jail for your
asked
own
you
wrong.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But would you go to jail for somebody
Oh,
else?
heck no.
See, look at what you answer right there.
But that would mean I did nothing wrong, right?
But you was a part of the act.
Right. Yeah, you're a part of the act.
Am I facing the charges for my own doing? It's just that simple.
Hold on. Well, you are facing your own doings as well as somebody else's doing.
But listen, all right, how about this? You facing the charges for your own doing, right? But the cops, the authorities know that other people were involved. So they offer you a deal to rat them out for a lesser sentence. Because at first you getting 20 to 30.
There you go.
If you say something, it's 5. What you gonna do?
I'm not saying a darn thing.
Germ, you're a damn lie.
So you gonna sit 20?
I'm not saying a
You
darn
are a
thing.
damn lie.
Okay.
I'm not saying a darn thing.
So,
I'm
brother, you're not gonna say nothing.
Rob, I know exactly who not to do no crimes with in this room.
Rob, I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you something, Rob.
Because I know you're lying. I know it.
Listen, Rob. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
You know, Germ. You know, got love for you, brother. But the reality is, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to answer that question now during a podcast.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? But
hold on, guys.
But when it comes to really sitting in that situation, you know how you say no. Yep. No, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna sing. You know what I'm saying? But when he's sitting in that situation, when the jail room is cold,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you thinking about like, dang, I ain't gonna be able to see no woman ever again, possibly for the next 20 to 30 years.
Come on.
You know, I won't be able to eat the foods that I want to eat. You know, sleep in a comfortable bed. You know, I got to deal with, you know, the stuff that you got to deal with in the, you know, in these prisons and jails. You know, they say that's the closest thing to hell on earth. From you know, from what my associates have told me who have been, you know, down. So it's easy to say no.
Yes.
When you're not in that situation. Do y'all agree?
You got a good point. But do you know how it is in a witness protection program?
A witness protection program. How is it, brother?
You can't go back to your life at all. They erase your entire memory. I just went and listened to a podcast about a guy who was involved in the mob or a gang. He got sent to Australia, changed his name. He can never go back, see none of his friends. He can't even tell his fiance who he's about to marry about his old life. He's about to get married.
Okay, hold on. Does all witness protection program take you to Australia?
Down under.
No.
Okay. Because I know, well, I heard witness protection don't be as good as you're making it seem to be.
First off, don't you watch Bel Air?
I watched Bel Air.
Wasn't that new Will Smith practically in a witness protection joint where he had to get sent to Bel Air?
Was he in a witness protection, or was it that he knew, his mother knew somebody that flew him out there to his
do you know the show?
Hold on. His mother knew somebody.
So so that's not his family in the new one?
It is a family.
And that's not real witness protection.
It's not real witness protection.
Not witness protection.
But didn't one of his boys get killed?
One of his boys just got killed.
And they will not tell on what was going on in that situation.
No, he did not.
He didn't?
No.
Okay. All right.
I love Will Smith, but I mean, I don't think he's the best example.
Yeah, that was not a good.
And I'm not saying, because I'm just speaking off of his marriage to Jada and the Tupac thing. I think,
man.
like, you know, when you think of certain men, like, I mean, Will's dope, like, much respect, you know, big guy for Philly, but, like, you know, that whole situation with the slapping, like, I still can't put my
head around that. Yeah.
It's like, I mean, Chris Rock was doing his job, you know, cracking a joke. Like, you ain't have to do all that.
Yeah.
It seemed like his wife controlled him. Which is not, you know, if you're in a situation like that, you know, kudos to you.
No, you are for women pegging men then, too.
Yes. Yo, bro. We're not getting into that.
Listen,
bro.
we talking controversy. Not that controversy, but no, I'm not pegging, no pegging.
Okay.
No, I don't condone that.
Feminist woman or dominant woman.
Bro,
all right. Anyway, okay.
Bro,
yeah.
You're changing the topic, bro.
Can you please read my comments?
All right, who's this? This
Man.
is
Why y'all swallowing hard?
Fashion
man?
Girl 2002.
What's she
He's
say?
speaking it, LOL. He's right, though. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Who's right?
There's
Who's
like
right?
3 he's.
I know.
I think she might be talking about you, brother.
Oh, yeah.
But-
See, you know, you get the good-looking guys on here, and now the women just agreeing with people. People don't agree with me. I don't know. Maybe I'll be wearing the wrong hat. I gotta get the black Carhartt hat too.
Maybe you're not speaking the right facts, brother.
Listen, I'm not agreeing with you two right now on a few different things.
She just said Brandon.
Brandon,
Hey.
he spent facts.
Thank
Uh-oh.
you. Thank you for
There
the
And she
support.
say your name.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
Hey, listen, World of Controversy.
Fangirl.
World of Controversy podcast. We got really good guests today. Rook is in the building.
Yes,
Brandon
sir.
Rook.
Let's get it.
I was gonna say it later on in the show, man. Y'all gotta really watch some of his content. Really good stuff. He does some interview-based stuff and really good work throughout the years. Really good work. Brandon Rook. We got Julian Robb on the track, like always. Jay Wizzle.
J-Rob the Great.
J. Rob the Great, and my name is Germ Griffin. We're talking about snitching. Snitches get stitches.
Oh, and this girl, Fashion Girl 2002 said, I'm not agreeing, that's my opinion, LOL.
Okay.
Whatever. That's still agreeing, but okay.
All right, let's get back to the origination.
Okay.
All right.
Especially when you talk about snitches get stitches. From my research, you know, in the 1600s, 1700s, you know, that's truth to that. Like, when people were known as informants during that time, those who worked with, you know, law enforcement or authorities, they literally got marked as the town snitch. So people could literally visualize and see this cut on their face or some type of marker on their face where it had some stitches.
I love that.
Where people knew who that person was and they was like, all right, let's not do no dirt around them, or like hush hush. So that's part of being a snitch, is you kind of get you talk about being witness protection, you know, that's part of it. You're excommunicated from your community.
Yes. That's
Mm.
why we gotta stitch them up. Say no, not we.
He's speaking French.
But I am a fan of law, of justice by the community and mob justice. So, and we'll talk a little bit about that in the second half. Rob.
Hey. All right. So, I'm going to say this. I guess it's time for us to take a quick break.
We're back.
We are black.
We're back.
We are black.
We're the Controversy Podcast.
The Word of Controversy Podcast is the podcast that gives you all forms of controversy.
Absolutely.
Episode 47, we're talking about snitches get stitches.
Yes, they do. Yes. So, Rob, you would snitch.
Am I a snitch? Yeah, I'm a snitch. You know, that's a good question. That's an interesting question. Am I a snitch? I mean, did I rat you up, Germ?
Almost. Few times. I don't know.
A few times?
I think you told that one chick I run a really controversial podcast when I was trying to tell you to keep it on the low. Keep it on the low.
Brother, there was no time you was trying to keep something on the low.
See, here we go.
You the one that try out me out more.
I definitely out you way more.
Yeah,
than me.
you the snitch over here.
I might be. And I think we need more snitches, Rook.
Oh, thank you. So you're contradicting what you said earlier then.
Homicide.
You think we need more snitches?
You see how I got him?
Homicides with Black and Latinx victims are less likely to lead to an arrest than homicides of white victims. Now, this is some numbers, and when I read these, I was like, this can't be real, but they're almost comical. Now, listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
The percent of the percent of homicides, okay, so that's people actually killing other people. Percent of homicides nationwide where police made an arrest by race of the victim. All right? So this means that of the people getting killed, you know, how many of these situations are going to lead to an arrest? If you're black, 56% of these homicide situations will lead to an arrest. Latinx victims, if you were to get killed, it's a 48% chance that your killer will be arrested or someone will be arrested. If you're white, it's about a 63% chance that that murder will lead to an arrest. And I found this really interesting because it's almost like, you know, people are getting killed. This is out of like 52,000 murders in 10 big cities. They analyzed 52,000 murders, and they're saying the black victims, there's only 46% chance that it's going to lead to an arrest.
So is that the lowest?
Out of the three.
Mm-hmm.
And remind you, Latinx isn't technically a race, ethnicity, blah, 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 blah. I really want to know the numbers on the Asians. I really do.
Yo, Asians.
You think the Asians snitching on each other? Or
they
what?
be low key, bro. They don't really involve themselves in like, how do I put this? In like they just be chilling. I'll put it like that. They just be chilling. Like, you never seen a Chinese food commercial.
He played his hands right, bro.
You never seen. Listen, they get their bread. They recycle it within their community. Like, they own a lot of real estate. They send it back to their family. Send them back over here. We gonna get you in this business right here. Like, I don't know. They do their own justice. They probably got their own community police for real. That's who they snitch to.
And,
they handle.
right.
They got the Asian mafia.
Ooh,
that's who handle it. The
mob justice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a supporter of mob justice.
Me too. Because, all right, let's talk about this. You talk about these low percentages, right? Only 46% of black homicides
will lead to an arrest.
So, I think a part of that is because, you know, this snitching culture thing. People don't want to implicate themselves or be known as snitches, whether you're involved in crime, but also if you're a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
Because there are law-abiding citizens who mind their business or who know things but don't want to get involved because of the consequences and reactions, right?
Okay.
However, I think a big part of that too is there's a distrust with police, with, you know, law enforcement regarding, you know, protection. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really think about it, you know, there's a lot of individuals living in the city of Philadelphia, right?
Yes.
But compare that to how many police officers there is. Like, we, you know, probably have quadrupled them times 4, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
As far as the population wise. So can the police really protect you? You know, once you say what you gotta say, give them the information, they go away, do whatever, but you still staying in your house, you still in your same neighborhood, still in your block.
That's what I was just
So you
talking
kind of
about.
got to weigh your options. Is it even worth my protection?
That's why I was just hitting that when I asked you about that witness protection.
Because
Right.
I believe there's a distrust. But in this
Because not everyone gets witness protection.
right.
No.
A lot of people go back home to the community they just, live out of, and one of the members you just snitched on or ratted on, whatever.
Right. And the
some
streets be
witness-
talking, people be knowing.
Yes.
And you talk about mob justice. Listen, people handle situations.
Yep.
And either if that is justice or not, or if that's just excommunication, because technically being excommunicated from a community is just as bad because you don't have access to resources. Like if you look at humans, right? And if you study our human nature, we are tribal. We always link to our environments and people that are connected to our tribe. So if you're excommunicated from the tribe and people know, that's a hard life for you.
Right. All right, help me out. We're talking about murder. We're talking about the violent stuff. Someone mentioned something about drugs. Okay, I gotta be honest, and I gotta start some controversy, Rob. I'm sorry.
All right, what's it getting?
I think some black people are willing to snitch on stuff that kind of, I think black people are snitches. I don't think they're snitches on drug stuff or murders, but I think there's some crimes that black people are definitely willing to snitch on.
Brother.
Am I wrong?
I feel like
You said rather they want to, or they will be willing to.
Willing, able, sign me up today.
I think there has to be like a conscious level, when it comes to crimes or things, that involve children, that involve, women.
oh my goodness.
I think there's a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you have to weigh your pros and cons to the consequences that may come within that situation. But another thing too, you kind of touched on it. Maybe we'll touch on it. But it kind of pays to be a snitch, and it pays pretty well. I kind of looked into it, like informants on a state level. If you're an informant in Pennsylvania, you can get a salary of like $68,000. In certain states like Texas, California, you can get upwards.
Being a spy.
An informant.
So
I guess that's a spy. That's
so
a
I was
synonym.
sharpened or
So,
not?
somebody
Listen.
that infiltrates.
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
that dress up as one of the group.
Oh yeah, I'll
Infiltrate
sharpen.
them. Give the information to the police or whoever, the other guy.
They getting paid.
Oh, and get paid a little lump sum. Okay. So yeah, being a spy, but if you're caught, you're getting killed.
Yeah,
Point
like the guy. What's that? Judas and the Messiah. It's a great movie. I promise you, if anyone wants to, get knowledge about the Black Panther Party and what they truly stood for, not, some type of narrative of what the mass media tries to portray. If you really want a good depiction of them, and how they were infiltrated by the FBI. The Black Panther Party was feeding the community, talking about protection, talking about mob justice, and just black liberation and having your own, which is not a bad thing. I think anything, a lot of people look at, black liberation as like black nationalism or, try to say you like, but any threat to anything that's like not anti-white is going to be looked at as violent or... You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't want to get too far off topic. Okay. But the reality is the Black Panther Party did a lot of great things for the black community. Talking about financial freedom and, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneurship and keeping money within our community, recycling it. But
So Rook essentially saying the snitches were more pro-black than some of y'all.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying, I don't necessarily say that. What I'm saying is they were infiltrated by someone who probably multiple people, but this one was probably the most high profile case. They were infiltrated by, an informant. By an informant.
Angela Davis. Angela Davis had a mic in her afro. Rob.
Yeah. Look, they gotta pick somebody that looks like you.
It's sad. It just breaks
it has
trust.
To be,
it just
it
breaks
has
trust.
to be somebody that looks like you.
It do.
You see,
You're
in
right.
order to that to work, it has to be somebody that looks like you. So you can't be an outskirt and be a spy.
You can't be on the outskirts.
You can't be looking like an outskirt and be a spy. You gotta look like them.
Gotta fit in.
I remember being in college. I went to
that's basic.
I went to Kutztown, and a bunch of people going to the parties, and some people were drinking on campus. And our campus is a dry campus, so no alcohol on the campus whatsoever. You gotta leave the campus. You can do all the drinking you want, but no drinking on the campus.
On a college campus, wow.
And they had informants, really bad ones. I mean, it was weird how easily college students, people in their 20s, 18, 19-year-olds, would be like, that guy's not, he doesn't go here, he's there. Yo, they used to be like, hey, where's the party, y'all? Where's the party? And you're like, come on. And it's like a 30-some-year-old guy trying to look cool, asking everyone walking down the street, oh, where the party gonna be tonight? You're like, okay, this guy is working with the cops. This guy is a cop. You know what I mean? He may not have even been an informant. He was actually a cop. He or she. I think they may have even ran a woman.
But you gotta actually look the part.
You got to look the part. And if my man said it pays, Rob, you might want to sign up, dog. You look like a good snitch.
Oh, I don't.
I ain't never seen someone that look more like a fake pro-black person that get in the BLM.
bro,
and you actually pro-black. That's the sad part about it, bro.
I do not look like no snitch.
Well, let me tell you this.
That.
I don't think a snitch has a look because if you look at what's currently going on, with YSL, Young Thug, and Young Stoner Life or Young Slime Life, I don't know, YSL, Yeezy, St. Brown.
Yeah.
A lot of them look the par for whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you really following the case, Gunna, I think it's another guy who recently, YSL Woody, who was like one of the top dogs within the organization. He was singing, for 3 hours. He was talking, telling. He looked the part. He didn't look like a snitch, but he snitched. So with that being said, it ain't no loyalty in the streets. So the reality is, if you want to do some dirt, you should just do it by yourself. Because it ain't no snitches, it ain't no witnesses.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Oh, a Fashion Girl 2002 said a legal spy about the informant.
Oh yeah, a legal spy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're on par. You're on par there.
Yeah.
And it takes it back to what I was saying. Do you really expect the person to not rat you out though? Now, and I'm gonna hit hard. Okay. Now, like I said, me and you, we're selling drugs.
Yes, sir.
You
Bricks.
got caught. I didn't. We sold like, let's say we sold 20 pounds of cocaine each.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Snow White, let's get it.
Snow White, let's get it. All right, so you're caught. Now, they got you in the prison. They threaten to serve you 20 to 30 years. And I'm out. I'm free. I'm free. I'm happy. I'm still at home. Eating a nice good meal, sleeping in a nice good bed, maybe laid up with my chick, whatever. Being happy.
Okay, we done already heard this, man. You snitching. We know. Mamiya Abdul-Jabbar have been in prison for years for not snitching on his brother.
First of all,
wrote books and everything.
Hold on.
That's a good brother.
Mamiya Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes.
Free him.
I don't think that's why he got arrested though.
A cop got killed. Him and his brother was in the room. A lot of people speculate it was the brother, and he's in jail for it.
I heard he was protecting his brother.
What you think not snitching is?
I don't think it was from snitching.
Oh, stop, Rob.
I heard he was a part of that killing of the cop.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, so that's why.
So
he
he's
got-
not snitching on his brother.
Jamal killed the cop. What you?
No. Jamal didn't get. Hold up, wait. We saying a lot on the podcast.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah. Wait.
Allegedly.
I forgot, man. We're the Controversial Podcast.
Oh, Fashion Girl too. Alright. A lot of people snitch because they mad, such jealous. It happens.
Exactamundo.
Oh, jealous. Well,
Fashion Girl 2002.
wait. We can't just go into jealousy.
Envy.
We gotta put it really out there. If you got a family at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go.
Now this is the This is the real part
Here
about
go
it.
the sap story.
If you got a family at home, you got wife and kids.
Here we go.
No.
I know where this going.
But you know where it's going.
The same scenario.
So yes, the same scenario. You got wife and kids. Now you about to spend 20 to 30 years, right? Kids not gonna see their father.
You're gonna miss out on a whole lot.
The wife's not gonna see her husband.
Is she gonna be loyal? Is she gonna hold you down?
Is she gonna be loyal and hold you down? Because you know these women got needs too. Just like us fellas,
brother.
Just like the fellas got needs,
Wait a
the women
minute,
got
brother.
needs as
roles.
well.
They got the roles nowadays. I heard that John crazy.
Oh, man.
But you know they don't compare it to the real thing. Let's be real.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah. So, somebody snitch on someone before and regretted it, but not in a way you think. Fashion Girl 2002. But, hold on. Let's be real. So, if you got a woman, your kids, and you can't provide for them no more, right? Your kids not going to know their father. Because spending 20 or 30 years, that's most of their lifetime.
So, are you a criminal who is involved, or are you innocent? You're being faced with charges that you had nothing to do with, or you were involved in something.
Dang, that's a good question. All right, let's say you were innocent. You just
If I'm innocent, I'm snitching.
You can't be completely.
If I'm innocent, I'm snitching.
Well, you gotta be involved to be like.
Well, if you're involved, here's my take. Here's
You
my
a
take.
rat.
Here's
You
my take.
involved.
If you live a life of crime, right, or if you out here doing dirt, like. You know what you signing yourself up for. You know what the consequences are. You know, if you trapping, you selling drugs, for example, you know, you can get robbed. You can get robbed, you know, from people who are envious of you.
Yes.
You know, competition. You can even get robbed from the police.
Ooh.
They won't even lock you up. You know what I mean? It's dirty cops out here.
Yes.
So what the reality is, you know what you're getting yourself into. You getting yourself into, and you know that you can go to jail too for what you're doing.
Yep.
So you know that while you have your wife, while you have your kids, they may know that too. Not your kids, but maybe your lady. She may know. So you know, if you get in trouble, if you happen to get in trouble, it's like then we all agree to sign up to, like, this was one of the possible consequences with me knowing me involving
live by
myself.
the sword, die by the sword.
Right, but also what lacks in humans in general, and also within our community, if I'm being quite honest, is accountability, right? Okay. So if you involving yourself, and if you want to be thorough, sturdy, accountable, be a man. Okay. I involved myself in that. It's worth 20 to 30. I'm gonna do my time.
Okay. Well, real quick, we got some comments in the
I love
comment section.
You can also follow us on Instagram. You can comment live. We're the Controversial Podcast.
We got the one and only Aaliyah.
Oh no.
Is it really cool to go down because you are protecting someone you wasn't involved in? Ooh. She's asking a good one right there. Doing anything that has to do with it. Uh-oh. Germ, you want to hit on that?
If you ain't got nothing to do with it and you going down, you You retarded. I'm sorry. You
Facts.
ain't have nothing to do with it. Oh yeah, you retarded. I would have
Facts.
sung like a bird.
But wait, what is that? One of your people though? See now
Leo talking some sense.
what is that? One of your people though?
Well, I think
If that's one of my people,
Yeah.
oh, then that person gonna have to do that. She
See,
did that
see,
time.
see,
We
you
did
the
that
snitch.
crime.
You just proved you the snitch, brother.
Now
So-
hold up.
so-
I'm not Jamal Abdul Jamal or whatever his name. Jamal Abdul.
See, but earlier in the
I'm
show
gonna
you
do-
said you wasn't a snitch.
I'm
You
saying
switched
that
up
I'm
so
not
quick.
no rat. If I'm involved in it, I'm not telling nobody about who else in it. I am a snitch when it comes to something I ain't got nothing going on with Rook.
Thank you, Elias, for putting facts.
Yeah, I think that question in this topic is related to Gunna, right? So Gunna, he was a member of YSL.
Yes.
So all of this is alleged because, you know what I'm saying? I'm not there. I'm not
Right.
in Atlanta. And I'm not following the case like 100%,
We
100%.
got one more
But
question for somebody.
The reality is Gunna, he was an artist, talented artist.
Talented.
You know what I'm saying? Smooth guy,
Talented.
talking about getting fly. Super talented. So
Super.
it'll be interesting to see, how he bounces back from these allegations of him being a snitch because he is talented. So it's like if he dropped music, like will people still tune in? Because it's not like he 6ix9ine. Like 6ix9ine, he is known as a snitch, but he not technically talented. He was more of like a like a marketing scheme, like with all the hair and,
Yes.
and the tattoos and everything. So that's why people not even messing with his music now because it's like no one cares. And then like he kind of culturally appropriating because he not even.
That's a whole nother
Black,
topic.
you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
really quick, Rook, let me get to this
my
question
bad.
real quick. Sorry about that.
Alright, well, we got a few minutes left. Now, Fashion Girl 2002 said, what if you're the only one getting taken into protection, but your family isn't?
Ooh, so you gotta leave the family because
Ooh.
you snitching.
But wait, if you're the only one,
Yeah.
and especially in this modern time, they don't care.
Yeah.
They gonna kill you, your girl,
Get
your
back.
cure.
But witness protection is so good they will never find you. Believe me. I just heard the podcast.
All right. Hold on. But she
He's
just
talking about
asked
the family, not the
you
person. The family.
are in it. But if your family is not,
That isn't how witness protection works, sis. I don't think. I think they're gonna take care of the whole family. But if they do, then you gotta go down with the ship, and you're gonna have to take that bullet.
because
Then you gonna have to
if
take
it's
that
just
bullet.
me, and I got the and there's a chance my family may be in danger.
Yeah. You gotta
Oh,
take the bullet, or all y'all gonna leave.
no! I'm
Man.
getting my family out quick.
Yeah, y'all
Quick
gotta
as
all
heck.
go.
I am
Right.
getting my family
Right.
out quick as heck.
Right.
We will go
Yeah.
across the country
Right.
somewhere.
Bel Air.
Bel Air for sure. It will be the Bel Air moment because we are out.
Yep.
We'll start a whole new life. We'll get a whole new identity.
Right.
Whatever. We are out.
Right.
No.
Yeah. Then why Will Smith's mom ain't get killed in the show? All right. Anyway, forget about
They
it.
don't know if they
You gotta
that's
be
his
a part
mom.
of the second season.
Oh,
You gotta
second
help
season.
write that show.
Dang, they
Oh,
might be throwing
oh,
shots at
Wait,
the mom.
I think the second season just came out.
Yes,
too.
it did.
No, the
this
third.
week.
The third.
The third-
Well,
third.
who knows what might went down that second season
Uh-oh.
though. So,
Uh-oh.
Tune in. Free plug for them.
Right.
but all right. So we got a few minutes. Real quick, if you got anything you want to promote, brother, this is your time.
Yes, I just want to say thank you, Germ and Rob, for having me as a guest, to talk about this very interesting topic, within the Black community. To all of those listening, you can follow me and find me on Instagram at Chris_Rook. That's CHRIS_ROOK. I also own a business, creative agency, and production hub where I help individuals and small businesses with their digital marketing. We're in an information age, so it's important to be online and on the internet and to market your business on there. So I can help you do that through video, photography, and graphic design work. So that's where you can find me on the gram. My company is called Collab. That's KLAAB. My website is www.letscollab.com, and you can also follow my podcast collab. It's called the Interview Jawn, where we talk to lots of entrepreneurs, cultural figures, musicians, pretty much anyone who is doing positive and creative and awesome things in this world. We like to talk to them about their mindset and how they got to where they were. So thank you, and I appreciate you guys for having me on the World of Controversy podcast. I love me a little bit of controversy.
All right, that's it for us. Oh, follow us on Instagram, WOC_podcast, and follow us on Twitter, WOC_pod. Follow us on Facebook, the World of Controversy podcast. YouTube, WOC_pod. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, anywhere you find podcasts, World of Controversy podcast. And that's it for you guys. We'll see you next time.
Snitches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches.
Be careful.
Be careful. And that's it. Amen.